I'm here.
I am not a happy camper today.
Oh no, what's the matter?
A friend of mine, I knew she was in the hospital and I knew why, and I was hoping that it wasn't as bad as she thought, but it is.
Oh.
She's terminal.
Oh, it happened to me yesterday.
And she's one of those people that I've really bonded with, and it's like we have a psychic connection.
Right. Yeah, no, I have one. I know. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. So I'm kind of, oof.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, one of my friends who I haven't seen for a couple, we got disconnected. She told me she had myasthenia gravis. Yeah, it's terminal also. Yeah, I understand completely. Oh God.
Well,
Was it from COVID or just she had something else?
she has pancreatic cancer.
Oh,
and it's metastasized. They think she doesn't have the biopsy yet, but they see nodules on her lungs.
Oh God! Oh, that's bad. Yeah.
And they said, well, we can give you radiation and chemo and all that. And she said, no, I think I'll party instead.
Oh. Yeah, that's what my aunt did. Yeah, when she got it, she just said, "I'm not going to do all that." Yeah, and died naturally.
And I don't know what her time thing is, but well, I'll talk to her later. I only spoke to her for a few minutes just before I had to set up for services. So
Maybe we can talk later, and I can put her up on my on my timeline.
Okay, her name is Hana Bat Sarah.
Okay. We'll do that.
Okay. I don't know why I can't. Last week it was so easy to get into the Facebook thing, and this week it's not.
Did they say anything? Did they get back to you from the ADL?
No, I haven't heard from them this week.
Well,
here we go. This is it. Okay, but let's see let's see. Okay, there you are. Okay, got you guys.
Okay.
Good. Let's see let's see. Okay, there you are. Okay, got you guys. Yeah, good. Let's see let's see. Okay, there you are. Okay, got you guys. Yeah, good. Let's see so if I burst into tears,
Yeah.
which I may.
I know. That's what I did yesterday. She told me that. I just like, oh my God.
So if I burst into tears.
Yeah. We'll be there. We'll be there for you.
Thank you.
I know. That's what I did yesterday. She told me that. I just like, oh my God.
Darn it, this is kind of weird because I have to, let's see if, there we go, okay, got it. Can you hear me? Or did everything just disappear?
I'm here.
Everything just disappeared, didn't it? Or can you? Can you hear me?
Oh no. I can hear you.
Wait a minute. How's that? Is that better? No,
I can hear you.
I can hear you, but
I can hear
you
you.
can't. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, then that's... The thing is, I could hear everybody else, and I don't think that's what I want right now. Okay, everybody please mute. Shalom. Laila Tov, everybody. Hine ma tohu manai, shevet kulanu yachad. Hine ma tohu manai, shevet kulanu yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet kulanu yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet kulanu yachad. Hine ma tohu manayim, 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 shevet kulanu yachad. Hine ma tohu, hine ma tohu. La 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 la. Hine ma tohu, hine ma tohu. La 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 la. Hine ma tohu manayim, hine ma tohu manayim. Hine ma tohu manayim, hine ma tohu manayim. Hine ma tohu manayim, shevet kulanu yachad. 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 Okay, the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam vaed. Praised be the one to whom our praise is due. Praised be the one to whom our praise is due, now and forever. Ahavat Olam. Your love has embraced us always, in wilderness and promised land, in good times and in bad. Night and day, your Torah sustains us, reviving the spirit, delighting the heart, informing the soul, opening the eyes, granting us a glimpse of eternity. Because of your love, we shall embrace Torah night and day in devotion and delight. Beloved are you, Adonai, whose Torah reflects your love. Shalom. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Listen, Israel. Adonai is our God. Adonai is one. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. You shall love Adonai your God with all your mind, with all your soul, and with all your strength. Set these words which I command you on this day upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be a symbol before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. Thus you will become holy to your God. I, Adonai, am your God, who brought you out of Egypt to be your God. I, Adonai, am your God. Adonai Elohechem emet. Adonai, your God, is true. Emicha mocha. Adonai, among all that is worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Oh God, you are a consolation to your creatures, for in moments of forgetting, we call to mind your care and we are comforted. When we hope no more, a pattern in the snow reminds us of your loving kindness. Your dawns give us confidence, and sleep is a friend. You are here, We fail words to say, Ma Tov. Baruch atah Adonai, haborei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people, Israel, and over Jerusalem. Yitkadav, yitkadash shemei rabba, ve'almadi v'rakirutei, ve'amlik malkutei, ve'kaye kono v'yom, ve'kono uv'chaye dekol beit Yisrael, bagala, bagala, uv'izman kariv, v'meru, amen. Yehi shemei rabba mevarach, le'alam ulal me'amaya, yitbarach, yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpar, v'yitromam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalal, shemei kodesha b'richu, leila mikol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nekemata, damiran be'alma, v'meru, amen. Yamida. Adonai, sifatai tiftachu fi agid tehillatcha. Adonai, open my lips and my mouth will declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomeo Chasadim Tovim, ve'Konei HaKol, ve'Zoker Chastei Avot ve'Imahot, u'mevig Geulah livnei v'neihem, leman shemo be'ava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechayei hakol atah, Rav le'oshia. Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem, Mekakel chayim v'chesed, Mekayei hakol b'rakamim rabim, Somek noflim v'rofei kolim, U'matir asurim, U'mekayem emunato lishenei afar, Nikamo kaba giburot, U'midom elak, Melech memit, U'mekayeh, U'matzmiach Yeshua. V'ne'eman atah le'achayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekayei hakol. And now just say your own prayer from your heart. ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל יושבי תבל, ויאמרו יתקדש שמי רבה, ועמד יברכנותי, וימליק מלכותי, בחיי חון ויומי חון, וחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, אמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעולם ולעולמי עמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויפע ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשה בריחו. אלא מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונקמתה דמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. תתקבל צלותון ובאותון דכל ישראל, קודם אבוהון דבשמיא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום הרבה מן שמיא, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. Okay, I'm going to stop the share, and I'm not going to do a reading from the Torah, but what we are going to be talking about is Exodus chapter 31, from verse 18. It's interesting in this book. I've read, I can't tell you how many commentaries, but but this one is fascinating to me just from the standpoint of interpretation. Crisis, the golden calf episode. Upon finishing speaking with him on Mount Sinai, God gave Moses the 2 tablets of the pact, stone tablets inscribed with the finger of God. When the people saw that Moses was long in coming down from the mountain, the people gathered against Aaron and said to him, "Come, make us a god who shall go before us, for that fellow Moses, the leader," that fellow Moses. I love that. Interesting that they would put it that way. And it is, it's Kizeh, that fellow. "The leader who brought us from the land of Egypt. We do not know what has happened to him." Aaron said to them, "You men, take off the gold rings that are on the ears of your wives, your sons, and your daughters, and bring them to me." And all the people took off the gold rings that were in their ears and brought them to Aaron. Now, it seemed to me that as I recall, the guys all went and kind of ripped the earrings out. Then he took from them and cast in a mold and made it into a molten calf. And they exclaimed, the people exclaimed, "This is your God, O Israel, who brought you out of the land of Egypt." When Aaron saw this, he built an altar before it. And Aaron announced, "Tomorrow shall be a festival to Adonai, Yud-He-Vav-He." Early next day, the people offered up burnt offerings and brought sacrifices of well-being. They sat down to eat and drink and then rose to dance. Well, I love that fellow who brought us from the land of Egypt. Elsewhere in the Torah, the identification of God as the agent of the Exodus is central to God's claim to authority over Israel. But here, it's Moses that they said as the one who was responsible for the Exodus, not Yodhe-Vavhe. That man, that Moses fellow. And make us a god. The word Elohim, translated here as God, small g, is a plural noun, literally gods, which it is, that can refer to either a single deity or more than one god. The God of Israel is often called Elohim, but with singular verb forms used with that divine name. In this verse, because God is so overwhelming, but still a singular thing. The noun in this verse, the noun is paired with a plural verb, which might imply that the Israelites asked Aaron to make them more than one god. Or, as this translation suggests, the plural verb is used to signal that the Israelites are demanding a god rather than the God. Take off the gold rings that are on the ears of your wives, your sons, and your daughters. Aaron directs the men to take jewelry off the members of the household under their control. All the people took off. Now, this statement implicates everyone. And it does. Not only the men in the construction of the calf, although in some of the Talmudic writings, they said that the women balked at the idea, so the women were not as much a part of it as the men. Now, this is what's fascinating to me. And they exclaimed, "This is your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt." While the ambiguity of the word Elohim raises the possibility that the Israelites sought to worship another deity, the phrase, "who brought you out of the land of Egypt," and Aaron's explicit mention of Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, Adonai, in verse 5, suggests that the people craved a visible symbol of God's presence, capitalized God. Nevertheless, by attributing these words to the Israelites, the authors of the text portray the people as idolaters who identify and worship the calf as a god. Aaron's response is complex. By constructing an altar, he facilitates the inappropriate, idolatrous understanding of the calf. Yet, by declaring a festival of Adonai, he redirects the Israelites' attention to the God of Israel. Yes, there is that thought, but we like to think that they just didn't want to do the calf thing. But yeah, they probably, I think that was what Aaron's plan was. He wanted them to take the jewelry because he was hoping that the women would say, "Oh no, not my earrings." So of the three activities mentioned in this verse, sacrificial offerings, ritual feasting, are part of authorized Israelite worship. However, dancing, literally laughing, is a non-normative and perhaps signal the deviant nature of this impromptu festival. So there was good and bad in all of it, and Aaron didn't do anybody a service by what he did. Anyhow, that's all I will do today. And we'll go back to sharing. Hi, Amy. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתקבים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Ours is the duty to praise the All-Sovereign, to honor the artist of creation, who made us unique in the human family, with a destiny all our own. For this we bend our knees and bow with gratitude before the Sovereign Almighty, Monarch of all, the wellspring of holiness and blessing. I haven't forgotten anything, Amy. It's right here. Almost. Oops. Such is the prophetic assurance, Adonai shall be acknowledged ruler of all the earth. On that day, Adonai shall be one, and God's name one. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. And this is my list. Rabbi Chaplain Mark Getman, Chana Bat Sarah, Barbara Kirsch, Rabbi Misha David, all of Texas still, especially under this governor, Edwin Perez, John Saul, Elizabeth Hamilton's dad, Jared, I think his name, Amy's friend Janice, Laura Burks, Rachel Green, Brenda Morgan, Ziona and her mom Chava Bat Elsa, Yosef ben Albert, Rav Galit Shira Bat Sarah, Shiron ben Sarah, Menachem ben Menashe, Amy Handley, Batya Malka Bat Perel Chaya, Roland and Judy Hansen, Shendel Bat Sharon, Chana Bat Shendel, all the COVID-19 victims, and all the Capitol Police officers who've been injured in the January 6th insurrection. And if you want to unmute and tell me anybody I might have missed. Tamara?
A baby, her name is Lydia. She was born February 6th. She has liver failure. And, I want to pray for her. And my friend, Steve Frost, she's got myasthenia gravis. With that. And I pray for her too, please. That's it.
Okay, Ziona, are you okay?
Yes. My friend Chelsea bought Karen, who is unfortunately struggling emotionally right now, and a local reporter, Jane Miller, who tested positive for COVID.
I've heard that name.
She's an extremely talented investigative reporter in Baltimore.
Okay.
And my mother, you already said, but I wanted to say she seems fine, and then she'll come up with maybe the world would be better if I'm not here type comments. So
yeah.
I'm doing my best. Spending a lot of more time on Zoom, or not on Zoom, but video chat with her than I was. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, she doesn't like where she's living. She isn't going to like any place except for my house or her old house, and she can't live here. She can't live with her. She can't live by herself. She can't live here. It's not elderly friendly, stairs and everything.
I've been there and done that, and oh God, that's so not easy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And my brother's colleagues who are still struggling with some COVID and other issues. Miss Cyrus, Miss Edwards, Miss Mendoza, and Miss Gibbons and her entire family who have COVID, and they have a small child.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. Amy?
My friend Hazel, Dylan Silly, Mr. Bob, Valerie Madison, Rebecca's mom doing.
Okay. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit, and let us say Amen. To see you guys. Okay, Janice having surgery, Francis Johnson, Harold, Roger M. Goodwill. Okay, gotcha. Me Shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaCholim. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals the sick. I got it. Okay, good. Okay. And the mourner's Kaddish. My list includes Vernon Jordan, who is a civil rights activist, Officer Brian Sicknick, the 2 Capitol Police officers who committed suicide, COVID-19 victims of racial injustice, the 13 human trafficked immigrants from Mexico that were in a horrific crash at the border. 25 people in an SUV. And 13 of them died. Aged, I think the youngest was 15. And okay, Catherine Bataluli. And I want to go back over here. Oh, yeah, pretty bad. If you guys want to unmute, if you have anybody else you'd like remembered. Amy?
So on the front, but Isaiah Dubramir, Benglica, Alex Trebek, Azizi the Giraffe, Beverly Fletcher, Beverly Ianson, Brian Sicknick, Howard Lee McGood, Aaron Spurlove, Beth, Wayne and Kat Bragg, Jenny Mayer, Hank Garrett, Larry King, Cicely Tyson, Clarice Leachman, Dustin Hoffman, Christopher Plummer, Catherine Craig, Peter Corey, and Charles Taylor Jr.
I forgot my grandmother Ethel's yard site.
Okay.
It was last night, so we'll say Kaddish
Yes.
for her.
Yes. Last night would be today, too. Okay, please join me in the mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah. Ve'almad yivrach yiruteh ve'amlich malchuteh. V'chayichon v'yemechon v'chayeh v'kol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'b'zman kariv ve'imru Amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach me'alam olam ve'almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromah v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalel v'yitalal
Shemei Kudisha Brichu
La'elam birchata
Shiraka
tushbechata
V'nechemata
da'amra be'alma v'imru Amen.
Amen.
Yehei shalom Rabba min
Shemaya
v'chayim
V'chim
aleinu
Aleinu
v'al
Kol
Yisrael
Yisrael
ve'al kol oseh shalom b'mromav
Rumav
hu
Ya'aseh
ya'aseh
Shalom
aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael
Aleinu Kol
ve'al
Yisrael
yoshvei tevel
Yoshvei
Imaru, Amen.
Amen.
Thank you all for helping me get through this day. It's not been easy. Thank you. got a little heart person. Thank you, Zio. I'm going to close with the angel blessing because I want to send an angel to my friend. And if I can send all four, I can send all of them. You're welcome, Janice. Thank you. May our right hand bring us closer to our godliness. May our left hand give us strength to face each day. And before us, may our visions light our paths ahead. And behind us, may well-being heal our way. All around us is Shekhinah. 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 Thank you, Lila Tov, everybody, and Amy. Yeah,
Yes.
you did miss something.
Wow.
Someone that I really feel a sisterhood with, and I knew she was ill, but she called me today and confirmed that she has pancreatic cancer.
God.
And it has metastasized. They have found spots on their lungs, and it's not come back yet. But she has made the decision not to do chemo or radiation,
Oh my God.
and she's going to party.
Okay.
And I don't know what her time limit is, but she wants me to be a part of her party.
Okay.
And I'm at the moment, I'm just kind of going, ah. I got this just before I was setting up for services, and it's kind of, I'm very emotional right now. So anyway, Laila Tov, everybody. I love all of you, Thank you. Thank you for the hugs, the virtual hugs and the kisses and the hearts.
I want to give you whatever I got because you don't want it. Oh no.
Thank
Sound
you.
like a frog.
Thank you.